The rigid jaw is an invisible lock. A lock that blocks your creative energy, your mental clarity, your voice. You can relax your shoulders, loosen your back, even stretch your neck. But if your jaw remains tight, something essential in you remains trapped. Almost no one notices. This silent tension steals your breath, chokes your voice, and squeezes your thinking. It is the knot of creation, that exact point where decisions freeze, emotions are repressed, and words are swallowed. It's as if every time you said, "I'm fine," when you weren't, a little part of you tightened, right there. Today you're going to discover 3 precise, hidden movements designed not only to relax that muscle, but to unlock the energy that's been trapped in it for years. We're not talking about common stretches or quick exercises. We are talking about a vibrational pathway to get to the real root, deep, from where this stiffness originates. Because what tightens the jaw is not just muscle tension. It is history. It is body memory. It is the language of the nervous system asking for attention. The 3 movements you will learn in this video are designed to release from the inside out, without effort. No force, just presence, precision, and awareness. And when applied correctly, something almost immediate happens. Your breath expands, your voice opens, and something forgotten awakens. This is not just another video. It is a portal, a space to remember what you had forgotten, that your body knows how to release, that your system knows how to return to balance. Ancient cultures already knew this. Hermetic texts speak of the mouth as the place where the invisible takes form. In ancient Egypt, initiation rituals included low-frequency vibrations and micro-jaw movements that released energetic knots. It was not just about moving a muscle. It was about speaking the truth with the body. It was about allowing the voice to come out without fear, about letting the breath manifest as pure intention. That knowledge was never completely lost. It just dissolved among modern techniques without root. But today, here, we are reviving it. We are going to unite the power of ancient practices with contemporary science. We are going to make vibration, touch and breath a language again. A language that your body recognizes. Modern neuroscience already confirms it. The jaw is connected to the trigeminal nerve, which in turn interacts with brain areas that regulate pain, emotions, and alertness. When this area is tense, the whole body goes into a state of defense. Even if there is no real danger, the nervous system interprets it as a threat signal. That's why releasing the jaw doesn't just change how your face feels. It changes your entire internal state. This is where the vagal theory comes into play. According to this theory, the autonomic nervous system reacts to bodily signals, and a tense jaw is one of them. Breathing shortens, the heart speeds up, the mind oversaturates. But when that area is released, the body responds with a total transformation. Studies on sound vibrations show that low-pitched sounds calm the vagus nerve. They literally dissolve automatic stress responses. It's like turning off an internal alarm and activating sleep mode. And that's exactly what we're going to do now. But first, a pause. Do you feel your teeth touching? Your tongue sticking to the roof of your mouth? A subtle fatigue in your face? That's your map. That's the gateway. Because if you go through the motions without awareness, you're only doing them on top of an active defense. So first, create space. Release your jaw as if your mouth can breathe from the inside. Separate your teeth gently. Let your tongue float free without pressing. And breathe through your nose slowly, letting the air reach the base of your throat. Don't try to relax. Just observe. Notice the urge to squeeze. Acknowledge it. And open again. Millimeter by millimeter. Now your body is ready. We start with the first hidden movement. This is a targeted buzz. With your jaw barely open and your teeth millimeters apart, let your tongue rest. Inhale through the nose, gently filling the lower ribs. And as you exhale, emit a low, continuous hum that vibrates your face from within. Do not push the sound. Let it emerge as an internal echo. Repeat this 3 times, and with each time, open your mouth a little wider. You will notice how something changes, how something lets go. Maybe a yawn, maybe a sigh, That's the body responding. After the buzzing, take a few seconds of silence. Observe, feel. Maybe you notice a new lightness in your jaw, a freer breath, a less dense mind. This is the power of vibration when combined with presence. You have unlocked the first door. Now we move on to the second hidden movement, the conscious sliding of the tongue across the roof of your mouth. Keep your jaw relaxed, teeth gently parted, and breathe through your nose. Now, bring the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth and slide it slowly in circular movements, as if you were awakening a forgotten space. Inhale as the tongue moves forward. Exhale as it returns. With each cycle, the base of the mouth loosens. Do not force anything. Let breath and movement communicate. Do you feel tingling, warmth, an urge to yawn? That's a sign you're releasing. Do 3 complete cycles, then pause. Notice the space you have created within you. That silence is not emptiness. It is available energy. Now, the third hidden movement, conscious self-massage. With your fingertips, find the muscle just below your cheekbones. Make slow circular movements with gentle pressure. Move down the jawline and stop where you feel the most tension. Stay there until you feel a change. Then bring your fingers to your temples and repeat. Each touch is a message to the nervous system, a release code, like untangling invisible knots accumulated for years. This triad vibration, tongue, touch is not just relaxation. It is a language to reprogram. It is a conversation with your body. And at the end, be silent, breathe, feel. Your voice sounds clearer, your mind lighter, your energy more available. There is something profound that happens when the jaw releases. It's not just about feeling relief. It's as if an ancient part of you remembers what it was like to inhabit the body without defenses, without masks. Sauron discovered this without knowing it. For years, he lived with his jaw clenched without realizing it. In front of the computer, in meetings, even in his sleep. His thoughts were rigid gears, and his face, a silent armor. One sleepless night, as he tossed and turned in bed, he felt something different. A dull ache in his jaw, as if he were carrying a weight that was not his own. Instead of resisting, she closed her eyes and began to observe. He noticed his teeth touching, his tongue stiffening, his breath catching. Then he created space. He parted his teeth a millimeter, yawned without forcing, and let a low sound emerge. Something in his body loosened. He repeated the vibration, soft but steady, until the jaw began to relax. Then, as if the body remembered the way, his tongue began to slide across the roof of his mouth. And for the first time in years, her face felt as if it could breathe from the inside. Upon awakening, it wasn't a miracle. It was something more subtle. Her voice sounded different, her mind clearer, and his shoulders lighter. From then on, she made these 3 movements a daily ritual. It wasn't just her jaw letting go. It was her creative energy finding an outlet, her truth emerging without filters. Because the face holds more stories than we imagine. And freeing this area changes everything. The biggest challenge is not technique. It is the mind. That mind that wants to squeeze again. That is afraid of emptiness. That confuses space with threat. That is why the work does not end with a practice. It begins with each moment of consciousness. Do you squeeze again without realizing it? Stop. Create a millimeter of space. Relax your tongue. Breathe. It is a small gesture that interrupts years of automatism. The second obstacle is impatience. We want to release years of tension in seconds. But the body does not respond to anxiety. It responds to attention. It repeats. It observes. Listen. With each practice you will notice changes. The voice more fluid. The breath more spacious. The eyes softer. These small victories bring you back to you, until the tension no longer has anywhere to hide. When you understand that releasing the jaw is not a chore, but a practice of reconnection, everything changes. It is no longer an exercise. It is a return. And then something deep inside you rearranges itself. Your jaw is lighter. Your voice more honest. Your breath fuller. And your mind more present. 3 movements, 3 codes, 3 keys that open a forgotten portal. Vibration, tongue and touch. Not as tricks, but as an ancient language, the language of the nervous system when it asks for presence. To free the jaw is to give back to the body the right to say what was suspended. It is to allow the voice to emerge without fear, without struggle, without friction. It is to remember that creativity never disappears. It only compresses in the corners where you forgot to look. And today, you have looked. Nature wrote, "Become who you are." The body understands it before the mind does when the jaw opens. Because to exist fully, space is essential. And space is not conquered with force but with awareness, millimeter by millimeter, day after day, until it becomes a state that becomes presence, a presence that gives way to creative life. Make these 3 movements your ritual. Use them when your voice trembles, when your face feels heavy. Don't wait for chaos to return to remind you of the path. Use them in silence, in the middle of the day, before an important conversation, before you create, before existing from a real place. Because the knot of creation is not released with force, it is released with choice. The choice to no longer live compressed. And if behind this video there is a silence, honor it. It is your body integrating. If you feel the urge to speak, do it. It is your energy reclaiming space. If an idea comes, write it down. It is your creativity flowing again. Take this phrase with you as a living talisman. The voice you repress shapes the body you live in. Create space every day, and let the word of your body give life to what you have not yet dared to live. If this message resonated with you, like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. That way we can share these keys to transformation with more people who need to release their own knots. Leave us your presence in the comments by writing this affirmation. I release the knot of creation and activate my inner voice. Write it down to seal your commitment to the space you have opened today. And don't stop here. Click on the screen and dive into another transformative video from the channel. Remember, every knot that unravels within you is a signal to the universe to open up new possibilities. Your voice matters. So does your space. Thank you for being here.